Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Naurin. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. President Trump gains legal approval to cancel status for 532,000 migrants. President Trump says China has broken trade deal made with US. President Trump thanks Elon Musk as a Doge leader leaves government post. Biden made first public speech after cancer news, honored son Beau 10 years after his death. Governors Hochul and Murphy broke ground starting new Midtown bus terminal. Mayor Adams launched a multi-agency drive to make Central Park safer. Grammy-nominated singer Jaheim faces 6 animal cruelty charges. Faizan Zaki wins 100th Scripps Spelling Bee and takes home over 50,000. Hamas says a new US-backed Gaza truce plan fails to meet demands. Pakistan and India begin reducing border troops after recent deadly clashes. Alexander-Arnold leaves Liverpool and joins Real Madrid on 6-year deal. And Bulbul elected as new BCB president, replacing Farooq Ahmed. You were listening to Headlines Now News in detail. The Supreme Court approved an emergency request from Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and lifted a Biden-era program that had given temporary work and residence rights to 532,000 people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Liberal Justices Ketanji Brown Jackson and Sonia Sotomayor dissented. Jackson argued the decision ignored the harm that beneficiaries felt. The overturned policy, called the CHNV Parole Program, had begun in 2022 under Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to ease border strain. It let applicants with United States sponsors enter for 2 years following security checks. A lower court judge, Indira Talwani, ruled the government must review each case individually. But that ruling sits on hold. Today, President Trump says the Immigration and Nationality Act gives Noem full authority. Immigrant advocates say the affected men, women, and children are becoming undocumented, legally employable, and subject to mass expulsion. Court fights will continue, and the justices may issue a final ruling that will shape federal migration policy. President Trump said that China has violated its trade agreement with the United States. This came just weeks after both countries agreed to ease tariffs on each other's goods. On May 12, they made a 90-day deal to pause most tariffs. The U.S. lowered duties on Chinese products from 145% to 30%, while China cut its tariffs on American goods to 10%. Trump wrote on Truth Social that he made a fast deal to help China avoid economic trouble and said the deal helped stabilize the situation. But now Trump claims China has totally violated the deal. He did not say exactly how, but analysts think rare earth exports may be the issue. These materials are used in tech items like chips and EV batteries. Reports say China may have slowed exports, which led the US to tighten rules on tech sales this week. Meanwhile, Trump's tariffs on foreign goods face legal challenges. A federal court froze them, but an appeals court has temporarily allowed them to stay in place. President Trump appeared in the Oval Office with Elon Musk as Musk officially ended his role as a special government employee. Musk had worked with the White House's Department of Government Efficiency, leading cost-cutting efforts across the federal government. Musk announced earlier this week on X that he was leaving the position and thanked the president for the chance to reduce wasteful spending. Trump confirmed Musk's last day on social media, adding that Musk will always be with us as an advisor. During his 130-day term, Musk made deep cuts to agencies, cancelled contracts, and claimed Doge saved $160 billion. However, some of his actions faced legal blocks, and a report estimated his efforts may cost the government $135 billion due to rehiring errors and lost productivity. Musk had close ties with Trump, attending cabinet meetings and riding Air Force One, but recently he criticized Trump's new domestic spending bill, saying it would raise the deficit by $3.8 trillion and undo Doge's work. Former President Joe Biden gave his first public speech since announcing he has aggressive prostate cancer. He spoke at a Memorial Day event in Newcastle, Delaware, 4 days after the holiday. It was also the 10th anniversary of his son Beau Biden's death. Biden said the day was difficult because of Beau's memory. He shared that Beau served in Iraq and was part of the Delaware National Guard before dying of brain cancer. Biden said his son's legacy, like that of all fallen heroes, still lives on. Being here with you helps me, Biden told the crowd. You are not alone and your loved ones will never be forgotten. Earlier that day, Biden and his wife Jill attended a memorial mass in Wilmington. Biden, now 82 years old, was diagnosed with prostate cancer in mid-May. His Gleason score was 9, the most severe level. His last PSA test was in 2014. His team said he had not been screened during his 2024 checkup. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, and Port Authority leaders broke ground on decks over Dyer Avenue, the first stage of replacing the 75-year-old Midtown bus terminal. The decks began holding buses during construction and later will turn into 3.5 acres of green space. The $10 billion plan created 6,000 union construction jobs and added ramps linking 10th and 11th Avenues directly to the Lincoln Tunnel. The new terminal is being built in phases, is designed for net zero emissions, and is adding storage, staging, and chargers for future electric bus fleets. Street-facing shops, an atrium, and an entrance were promised to improve the commuter experience. Officials said the design made demand projected for 2040-2050 and avoided taking private property. Work is now underway. The next phase will raise a temporary staging building before the current terminal is demolished and the hub opens. Mayor Eric Adams announced the Central Park Conservancy Partnership, a community link push that united 18 city agencies and dozens of neighbors to tackle chronic problems in the park. Officials said they had already issued 1,141 summonses this year, seized 19 illegal pedicabs, and cut crime 50%, including a 90% drop in robberies. Parks Enforcement Patrol logged 681 violations. NYPD officers filed 460. Ranger Corps teams now patrolled daily, guiding visitors, flagging off leash dogs, and alerting police, though they could not ticket anyone. A task force promised tougher checks on repeat pedicab violators and handed riders flyers explaining their rights. City crews were repairing lights, adding cameras, and drafting clearer vending maps. Adams stressed that the park is and will stay New Yorkers' backyard, while Deputy Mayor Camille Joseph Verlaque said future community link actions would follow the same collaborative model very soon across the boroughs. Grammy-nominated R&B singer Jaheim, full name Jaheim Hogland, has been charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty following a May 1, 2025 arrest in Fulton County. Jail records showed that he was released on May 2nd after posting a $35,000 bond. The charges came after several reports about the poor conditions his dogs were kept in. One case dated back to 2021 in New Jersey, where he was accused of keeping 15 dogs in deplorable conditions. Animal control officers found a malnourished dog in Buckhead. When they tried to intervene, Jaheim allegedly acted aggressively and refused help. The next day, he blocked officers from seeing the dog, saying they were harassing him. Officers said the dog looked severely thin, though Jaheim claimed he fed it regularly. On May 1st, police searched his RV and found 6 dogs, including puppies. All were taken to an animal shelter. Jaheim may face further legal action as the case moves forward. Faizan Zaki from Allen, Texas, won the 100th Scripps National Spelling Bee on May 29, 2025, beating 8 other finalists and winning over $50,000 in cash and prizes. Faizan had been the runner-up last year and was one of this year's favorites. In the final round, he faced Sarv Dharavane and Sarvadnya Kadam, all 3 misspelled a word, forcing another round. Finally, Faizan and Sarvadnya were the last 2 standing. Faizan won by spelling the word eclaircissement correctly without asking any questions. After spelling the word, he smiled, pumped his fists, and fell to the floor in joy. "I'm really happy," Faizan said after his big win. This year's bee featured 243 spellers ages 11 to 14. It was held at the Gaylord National Resort in Maryland near Washington, D.C. In 2026, the competition will take place at Constitution Hall in the nation's capital. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. Hamas said that a new Gaza ceasefire proposal backed by the US and accepted by Israel did not meet its demands. The White House confirmed that President Trump and envoy Steve Witkoff had submitted the plan and said Israel had approved it. Talks are still ongoing. Hamas said the plan allowed continued war and famine and failed to stop the fighting. The group is still reviewing the proposal. A source said the new plan removed earlier US promises for talks on a permanent ceasefire. The new proposal includes a 60-day truce and a possible 10-day extension. It offers the release of 10 hostages and 9 bodies in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. Israel's offensive continued with 54 Palestinians killed on May 30. Hunger in Gaza has grown and the aid system is under pressure. Jordan accused Israel of using starvation tactics. Violence also hit aid centers and Gaza's last hospital in the northwest forced evacuation by Israeli troops. Pakistan and India were close to lowering their troop numbers at the border to pre-conflict levels, said Pakistan's top general Zahir Shamshad Mirza. The two countries had fought deadly clashes this month using missiles, jets, and artillery. A ceasefire was later announced. The conflict began after an April 22nd attack in Indian Kashmir killed 26 people. India blamed Pakistan-backed terrorists, which Islamabad denied. On May 7, India hit targets it called terrorist infrastructure and Pakistan struck back. Both sides then increased troops along the border. General Mirza said the troop drawdown had started and warned that future risks of war were higher since this fight went beyond Kashmir. He confirmed no nuclear weapons were used but warned of possible miscalculation next time. The US played a key role in stopping the fighting, but India denied third-party help. Mirza said Pakistan was open to dialogue, though no talks were planned. India said talks would only focus on terrorism and Pakistan-controlled Kashmir. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Trent Alexander-Arnold has signed a 6-year contract with Real Madrid after spending over 20 years at Liverpool. The Spanish club confirmed the move on and said the 26-year-old defender will be ready to play in the Club World Cup next month. Liverpool also confirmed his departure and said they will receive a transfer fee once the summer transfer window opens on June 1st. Alexander-Arnold had been with Liverpool since childhood and became one of their key players. His move marks a major change for both clubs. Real Madrid expects him to bring strength to their defense and help in future tournaments. He will now prepare to join his new teammates and begin training soon. Fans from both clubs reacted strongly to the news. Real Madrid supporters welcomed him, while Liverpool fans thanked him for his service. His official transfer will be completed once the window opens, and he will start his new journey in Spain. Aminul Islam Bulbul, former captain of Bangladesh, has been elected as the new president of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. The decision was made in an emergency board meeting at the BCB headquarters. Bulbul replaced Farooq Ahmed, whose 9-month term ended after facing several challenges. The National Sports Council had nominated Bulbul as BCB councillor, taking the place of Sheikh Hamim Hassan. Before the meeting, the NSC also revoked Farooq's directorship and named Bulbul as his replacement. In the same meeting, board members Nazmul Abidin Fahim and Fahim Sinha were announced as the new vice presidents of the BCB. Bulbul became the 16th president of the board and is now the second former cricketer to lead the BCB after Farooq. He is expected to begin his new role immediately and guide Bangladesh cricket in a new direction. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,743.85. The NYSE Composite is increased by 64.91 points or 0.33%. Tokyo stock close price is 37,965.10. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 467.88 points or 1.22%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,347.49. The Shanghai index is decreased by 15.96 points or 0.47%. Hong Kong stock close price is 23,289.77. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 283.61 points or 1.20%. Bombay stock close price is 81,451.01. The Sensex index is decreased by 182.01 points or 0.22%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump gains legal approval to cancel status for 532,000 migrants. President Trump says China has broken trade deal made with US. President Trump thanks Elon Musk as a Doge leader leaves government post. Biden made first public speech after cancer news, honored son Beau 10 years after his death. Governors Hochul and Murphy broke ground starting new Midtown bus terminal. Mayor Adams launched a multi-agency drive to make Central Park safer. Grammy-nominated singer Jaheim faces 6 animal cruelty charges. Faizan Zaki wins 100 Scripps Spelling Bee and takes home over 50,000. Hamas says a new US-backed Gaza truce plan fails to meet demands. Pakistan and India begin reducing border troops after recent deadly clashes. Alexander Arnold leaves Liverpool and joins Real Madrid on 6-year deal. And Bulbul elected as new BCB president, replacing Farooq Ahmed. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.